Hey, what's up, America? Somalians are starting to be deported in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Oh yes, apparently that started last night, as ICE agents and Homeland Security have been spotted in Minneapolis, Minnesota, rounding up Somalians who are committing fraud to get into America. Yep, it looks like that's finally happening.
Back. Out the way, fellas, out the way.
It just gets bad in here, man. I just don't want to be here no more. Just pray to God just. I'm just tired.
Those who have been influencing the American culture the past 200 years. You have nothing to worry about. Guess what? The new immigrants, the Muslims, they will become just like you.
The community leaders, business leaders, and youth leaders from the Somali community and from the Muslim community in Minnesota. And we're gathered here today to fully support and endorse President Trump and JD Vance.
Moving on, 64 Somalis arrived at the JKIA today after being deported from the United States. The 71 were accompanied by U.S. security officials.
This is where I'm living. I'm so tired of it. It's just like, I want to go back. I don't want to be here no more.
Remember when they was telling black Americans that they could get deported? Remember? 5 minutes later.
When they're saying they're going to deport me, knowing full well that you cannot deport an American citizen.
Now, if IIhan Omar, a Somalian refugee, can't get deported, a black American most definitely can't get deported.
We're not black, we're not Arab, we're Somali. Let me start off by why we're not black. This is black. This is brown, and there's not a single person in the world that's this skin color. Do your research. Black is the absence of color. It's what you get when there's no color. It's what you get when you turn off the light. You get black. And yes,
we are Somalis, not black. There, I said it.
Let me ask you something. If another community suddenly finds itself in trouble, should black Americans automatically be expected to come to its defense? Because that is the question sitting underneath this whole debate over deportations in Minnesota. Recent ICE enforcement involving members of a Somali community has sparked a lot of discussions. And now, some people are looking towards the black American community for support. But here is where things get interesting, guys. Some black Americans are asking, why are you coming to us now? And that question isn't coming out of nowhere, guys. We want to know the answers. So let's watch this video until the end. Then I'll be back with my 2 cents.
I keep screaming this from every mountaintop I can. That's Hassan Ali, and this is IIhan Omar. We know who IIhan Omar. Hassan is the president or prime minister of Somalia. They had a roundtable meeting with nothing but Africans talking about getting in to American politics, but understanding that they are 100% Somalian and they will never change. Now, in this clip that I'm about to show, Mr. Ali, Hassan Ali, is talking, and he's letting it be known that IIhan Omar is there to take a black American seat in Congress.
It is very important in IIhan tayo, Somali tayo, meeshas lagu jiro. Qofki Soomaaliya oo aragtidiisu tahay nin madow ha qaato kursigaas ama qof cad qof moral. Marka taas waa lagu dhiirigelinayaa sababtaan arrinkan ku soo celinaya Soomaalida oo u sheegay.
They are not here to be our friends. They are not here to fight for all black people. They are here to fight for Somalians. That's it. Those are not my words. It's their words. It's their actions, right? So before y'all jump on here, look, just another jealous black American. I'm not jealous of anything. We can't be beat. We're undefeated here. That's something y'all forgot. Mind you, this shit was on camera. So I want to know what y'all got to say.
Comunidad que nos va a sacar de este hueco se llaman los negros
100%.
americanos.
100%.
African American community is the only community that has the power in this country to change anything. They are the only one with the experience of civil matter. They are the only one que tenían el esclavo ahí mismitico. They are the only one that are not going to get deported anywhere, and you cannot put them all in jail. So African American community, which is the community that is stepped on by Cubans, the most are the only ones that are going to save the Latinos. And I clap for the African American community that has not come out, because it is not. I do. We didn't do shit for them.
I get it, but I don't.
Me and you support, but in masses, we didn't support anything that was going with them. Latinos look at Cubans specifically. I'm not gonna talk about any other community because I'm not part of that community, even though I'm a Latina with them. Cubans talk shit about African Americans. Cubans did not support African Americans. Cubans think that they all victimize themselves, that of this, all of that. African Americans are the only ones that are going to save your ass as Latinos. So you better start kissing. If you're going to kiss some ass in this country, you better kiss some black.
Good, I really appreciate you for making up this far end of this video, guys, where I do make my comments, where I come back with my 2 cents now. And what I can say is that there are people who feel that Black Americans have repeatedly been expected to support other communities during difficult moments, while their own concerns don't always receive the same attentions, guys. You know, there's no way you can help, or there's no way you can be supporting other people, but when it comes to your time for that people to give back the hand, they don't want to help you. You know, you cannot also help them when trouble comes to them. So today, let's slow this down and really talk about it, because this isn't simply a story about immigration. It's about identity. It's about history, politics, and solidarity. And before we go any further, let's make one thing clear, that Somali American community is not one giant group that thinks exactly the same way. There are millions of individual experiences and different political opinions. So we should not look at every Somali American and assume they have the same views. But there's a legitimate conversation happening about the relationship between African immigrants and Black Americans. You see, someone can come to America from Somali and strongly identify as Somali. They can be proud of their African heritage. And at the same time, American society may see them as Black. Those identities can exist together, guys. But here is the problem. Here now is the bigger problem. Being Black in America doesn't necessarily mean having the same historical experience. Black Americans have a very specific history in the United States. We are talking about slavery. We are talking about segregation, the civil rights movements. We are talking about discrimination and the generation of people fighting for equal rights. African immigrants, meanwhile, came to America with their own histories. They came with their own cultures, language, and experiences. So, naturally, the two communities can sometimes see political issues differently. And that is where the debate over solidarity becomes complicated, because some Black Americans are asking, if you want our support, when you are facing political or immigration problems, shouldn't there also be mutual support when we are fighting our own battles? That is a fair question to discuss. But there is another side. African immigrants can also say, we are facing challenges too. We experience discrimination too. Why should we stand together? And honestly, that is where this conversation should not become a symbol. Us versus them argument. There are real differences between communities, but there are also areas where these many may have common interest. Now, there's something else we have to be careful about. A person facing deportation has an individual legal case, so we shouldn't assume someone is guilty simply because they are part of a particular community. Immigration cases should be judged according to the evidence and the law, guys. That's something that you should know. But that doesn't prevent people from having a political conversation about solidarity. And that is really the question I want you to think about.
Leaders, business leaders, and youth leaders from the Somali community and from the Muslim community in Minnesota. And we're gathered here today to fully support and endorse President Trump and J.D. Vance. Some of the key issues of the community are the global wars, and we're for peace. Economic issues, family values and education are some of the critical issues that this community cares.
أنا معهم ملنا دبي أنت اللي وضو باسبوركي ولا قاطي وعني ساوك جرا أنتو قفوا إمبسي لسؤال لكورو إلا كبغض لسؤال عند علي. I don't want to be here no more. I'm so tired of being here. This place. This is where I'm living. So tired of it. It's just like I want to go back. I don't want to be here no more. I don't cut my hair. I don't shave. I don't do nothing. I just want to go back.
Somalis are not black.
Somali says black Americans don't know their fathers.
African Americans, they don't even know their fathers. They don't even know their fathers. It was all of them, most of them were the product of one night stand. One night stand. They will tell you, I don't know my father. Well, who named you? Whose name are you carrying? Well, my mother chose his name for me. I don't know. Is that what we want for our ummah? No. كلهم أو معظمهم أبناء الزنا.
As a Somalian who lives in Minneapolis, I personally adore all of the hatred coming our way right now, because I know Somalis who voted for that orange POS. And every bit of racism and hatred from that orange POS and his people, I just forward straight to them. Yeah, here's what they think about it. That's right, boo-boo, you're not one of them. You're not one of them. That red hat you were wearing in 2024, you're not twinsies. You're not twinsies. Now, most of us have been here since the 90s and are kinda impossible to legally deport, but they're gonna try something. I don't know what they're gonna try, but they're gonna try something, and Minneapolis is probably gonna be burning again, so that'll be fun.
We're not black, we're not Arab, we're Somali. Let me start off by why we're not black. This is black. This is brown, and there's not a single person in the world that's this skin color. Do your research. Black is the absence of color. It's what you get when there's no color. It's what you get when you turn off the light. You get black.
And yes, for the residents of Minnesota, it has been brought to my attention that some of you fear that the Somali community is taking over the Twin Cities, the cities you've once called home. This takeover is very inevitable, as this land was promised to us by our ancestors 5,000 years ago. And
our officers encountered blatant marriage fraud, visa overstays, people claiming to work at businesses that can't be found, forged documents, abuse of the H-1B visa system, abuse of the F-1 visas, and many other discrepancies.
Times like this, let's try to remember the good part so we can get up from this. We can raise our standard. Remember, we are the strongest, cleanest, and most entrepreneurial immigrants in America. We hold each other up. We need that right now. Let's come together and let's recognize this is L, and let's raise our standard. Like, this will never happen again. Like, we have to lock in. We have to not normalize the behavior that have led to this. Let's end this, bro. Appreciate that. That's it. That's all I could say.
You know what's interesting about the Somalian deportation? They want to remove the protective order. The person they need to blame is IIhan Omar, because basically she brought so much negative attention because she's so arrogant. And the problem that these people don't understand is gratitude. Because basically it would be like you inviting someone over for dinner and then them complaining about the food and then refusing to leave, saying, we're not going anywhere. It's so rude and gross. And you know what? Like, nobody cares about your cause. Everybody just wants you to leave because we're so sick of this entitled attitude to our taxpayer money. Again, you invite someone over and they're like, give me your paycheck. I'm not leaving. And by the way, your house is a mess. These people actually are crazy. But you know what? Just like everybody else, you're gonna get out. And someone like me.
What does black solidarity actually mean? Does sharing the same racial identity automatically mean you have to support each other politically? Or should solidarity be based on mutual respect or shared interest and people standing together when it really matters? Because here's the thing. African immigrants and black Americans don't have to erase their differences to find common ground. They can recognize their difference or different histories while still respecting one another. And perhaps that is the conversation we need to have, guys. Not hatred, not division, not blaming an entire community, but an honest discussion about what people expect from one another. Because if solidarity is going to mean something, shouldn't it work both ways? That's the question. And I want to hear what you think. Should black Americans automatically support African immigrants communities when they're facing immigration or political challenges? Or should that support depend on mutual respect and shared interest? So guys, those are two important questions that you should keep asking yourself. And I want to hear your thoughts, or I want to see your perspective. So you can drop your thoughts in the comments below. And guys, remember that if you enjoyed this conversation or this video, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe to my channel and share this video out. Otherwise, I want to appreciate and I want to say thank you so much for watching until this far end, and I'll see you in the next video.